Community Cup Classic is an annual community-wide family engagement initiative that basically culminates in 1 week summer celebration and helps to encourage and increase positive engagement where youth are celebrated. I love this.
Don't you love the mission of that?
Yes.
This is incredible, and here to tell us more about the events which kick off next week are Community Cup Classic co-leaders Michael Matthews and Juan Goodwin. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
They're already threatening us about the weather.
Oh, yeah.
Just one guarantee.
Listen, we are going to do our very best to keep it nice and dry, 70s, 80s, and sunshine for you.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to put that in Holly's basket.
You know where to find me.
Right, exactly. Well, tell me a little bit more about the mission of CCC.
The mission of the Community Cup Classic is to connect residents and youth to a network of resources that reduce health disparities, but also give them access to programs that help them develop into lifelong learners. It's also about creating opportunities for positive adult engagement in the lives of youth. And our ultimate goal is to raise $1 million to support gaps in youth development funding or anything throughout the community that can help support the community grow and prosper.
Fantastic.
That's really great. What type of events are involved? Can you get into that? Because there's a lot.
Yeah, so some of the marquee events, we put on like free sports clinics. So like this Saturday, we'll be at the first pitch of the summer, sponsored by Progressive at League Park. So what we try to do is we create opportunities through sports because we know most kids love sports. But we have to be realistic. Like, you're not going to be able to play sports forever. So how do you create opportunities using sports? So we'll have health fairs, or when mom and dad is there while kids are running around. We need them to do things. So we try to connect the dots with the resources, but using sports as an avenue as well.
That's a wonderful, wonderful way, an avenue of doing that. Tell me a little bit more about who you're trying to reach out to. Who are you trying to connect with here?
We want the whole family, so the purpose is to create opportunities where everyone can be engaged. So as Juan mentioned, the youth for the baseball clinic will be involved in the clinic. We've got Cleveland State community health workers that will be providing free health screenings. There's also a network of health resources that are throughout the county funded through HIP Cuyahoga and their REACH grant, but it's about connecting all of the dots. So mom and grandma and dad and uncle are able to get health screenings, provide additional information about resources that can help the family while the youth are being engaged in either activities or youth programs.
That's awesome.
Right, and I know some of you watching are probably curious, when does this all start, and the cost?
Cost is free. Everything is free.
Nice.
All of the activities are free, which is part of the reason because a lot of the opportunities that are provided have a cost to it. So we made sure that everything that we're doing involved with the Community Cup Classic, all of those activities are free to everyone within the community. Anything that is a paid event is 100% sponsorship covered, so all of those dollars go into the fund. It begins June 12th at the Parma Snow Library with health screenings. June 13th will be at Warrensville High School with the full free family event. Recess Cleveland will be outside with bouncy houses, health screenings on the inside. There'll be food trucks. The 14th will be highlighting the Community Cup Classic with presentations every hour, but focusing on particular youth programs. And the 15th will be a free football clinic.
Man, you guys have it all covered there, and I love what you're doing. So tell me a little bit more about the different types of organizations that are also going to be there partnering up with you guys.
For this one, it will be the public library is our key information sponsor. We'll also have information and organizations through HIP Cuyahoga. There'll be a Vision of Change will be providing information. Mad Work Studio will be highlighting their virtual reality educational game. We'll also have Lifeline Sports will be doing work, and everything is based out of the city of Warrensville. So Warrensville Heights City Schools will have information. The city of Warrensville has been very supportive in everything that we're doing.
Obviously, we're talking about this event coming up in the middle of June, but what events happen throughout the year?
Through the year are different events that we'll be creating. So we'll be connecting people to things that already exist. If there are community events that are engaged, the ultimate goal is to create this as a competition. So there are points that are based on every neighborhood for their participation, and then the winning neighborhood will be able to receive a monetary bonus out of the fundraising dollars that we raise. So there'll be concerts, there'll be comedy shows, there'll be other events.
So for example, in most neighborhoods, you know who the star athletes are, right? But do you ever hear about the kid that went to the city council meetings or doing productive member? So we try to highlight those things as well, because for every one, let's use, can we say LeBron James? So for everyone else, there's 100 people that's like support staff, but we like to highlight kids doing productive things in their community. So we want to compete that way, not only on the ball field or the basketball courts as well.
Real quick, before we get to the event information, what is the best way for people to dial in with you guys in your organization?
Go into our website, which would be the communitycupclassic.com. You'll find all the information there. And then you'll also find information in order to be able to contact you.
Perfect. Sounds good. Well, let's get to that information on the Community Cup Classic Kickoff Week. As we mentioned before, that is June the 12th through the 15th. This has got to be the best part. Everything is absolutely free.
That's not a typo.
Right, exactly.
That's not us having a case of the Mondays, all right?
Exactly, that is it. Boy, this is a wonderful event. For a list of all the events, by the way, you can always head to communitycupclassic.com for more information. Michael and Juan, I love what you guys are doing in the community and the impact that you guys are having. It's so important.
Thanks for
Thanks
having
for
us.
being here.
Absolutely.
You're making a difference, that is for sure.